Hi, I'm Wendy Aarons with The Organizing Company, and you're at home with an organizer. Welcome to my home, and more specifically, my kitchen. I've been here for 11 years, and when I first moved in, I felt like I had to put all of my kitchen stuff in my kitchen. My cookware, my dishware, appliances, and all of the food. Well, since this was the largest cabinet in the kitchen, I automatically filled it with my food. Everything was organized and zoned. Canned goods, cereal, pasta, everything was here. But because the cabinets are so deep, things got lost. You didn't even know what kind of soup was in the back of the cabinet. After a while, I realized I needed to change things up. So here, I have a cabinet that's really working well for me. On the top shelf, I keep the heavy items, like these serving dishes. We use them almost every day. We almost always eat all of our meals as a family style, here in the dining room. So it's really convenient to have these serving dishes right next to my stove top. Behind them, I have my heavy mixer and the George Foreman grill. Those are things I do not want to have to bend down and pick up and lift up and put on my counter. So having the heavy items up here makes sense for me. Also in this cupboard, I also keep my oven mitts. They're really big, too big for the drawers. I like them because I don't want to get burned, so this works great for me. On the next shelf, I keep my microwave dishes. We use these every morning for breakfast, and they're really lightweight. It's no big deal to bend over and pick them up, so I like that. Makes it easy. And finally, I have serving dishes on the bottom shelf. They're big, they're going all the way to the back of the shelf, so nothing gets lost back there. I don't use them very often, usually just for entertaining, but they're easy to get to when I need them. Convenience is really important to me. I like to keep things handy when I'm cooking. Probably because we're all right-handed cooks in this family. We have the kitchen tools on the right-hand side of the stove. These are the ones that we seem to use consistently when we're cooking at the stove or going to bake in the oven. I'll show you where I keep the other ones in a moment. I also have a collection of spices here. They're the ones that are our go-to spices that we use all the time. I do have a cupboard that has the backup spices, some of the more unique rubs and things like that. But the ones that are right here are the ones that we keep refilling each time we go to the spice store. One of my favorite things to do when organizing is to repurpose things that I already have. When my oldest son was in college, he found this old dresser on Craigslist, really cheap. 4 years later, he was ready to abandon it. Wait! I had the perfect use for it. It was an opportunity for me to expand the space here in my kitchen. As I mentioned a moment ago, we have kitchen tools we use all the time and some not so often. This drawer is the perfect place to put those items that we only use once in a while, especially the really big ones like the barbecue tools. They don't fit anywhere else in my kitchen, but this dresser was the perfect home for them. Below that, I have my kitchen linens. So I no longer have to go upstairs for a dish towel in the linen closet. I can keep them right here in the kitchen. Dish towels, linen napkins, and then below tablecloths all fit and function really well in my kitchen with the old dresser. When we first moved into our home, this was the closet where we kept board games, blankets, traditional closet stuff. But as you remember in my kitchen, I needed room for my food. So I finally made the switch. I love my pantry. My pantry is very well zoned. I have baking, meal preparation, nutrition, snacks, and beverages, and a breakfast category. It's really important to me that things be labeled. We have a teenager in this house, and I definitely want him to help me put away the groceries. So by putting the labels in the different zones, he knows exactly where they go. I also always make sure that I have a chip clip nearby, so no one has to say they couldn't find the chip clip. Containers are another favorite item of mine because when you containerize something, it just helps people keep things together. Finally, I love the fact that I have my china here on the bottom shelf. China for me is something we should use all the time. Not just special occasions. What about Friday night date night? Use the dishes, use the good dishes all the time. They're easy to wash and easy to put away when they're right here open in the pantry. So there's my kitchen. I'm going to show you another tip right outside this door next. Welcome to my garage. As I mentioned before, I love repurposing furniture. This roll top desk has been in our family since the mid-1980s. If you look carefully, you can see that you even have space for your dot matrix printer. But today, we use it for garage organization. Lots of room for tools, toolboxes, hardware, and other assorted garage items. It even has a great flat surface for more vertical organization. Thank you for visiting my home. Now it's time to visit our website. Just click the link and sign up for our newsletter. It comes out once a month and it'll give you lots of hints, tips, and ideas for organizing your own home. I'm Wendy Ahrens with the Organizing Company, and life's better when it's put together.